Ladies and gentlemen, after that short break, welcome back to Battle of Minds. This is semi-final number 2. And it is time to go with the last 4 teams. It is my pleasure to tell you that 2 of the teams have qualified for the finals. Good Shepherd School Naharlagan Team 1 and Government Higher Secondary School Seppa. Can we have a big round of applause for them? The first 2 teams to go through to the finals, which will be held tomorrow, that is on 26th of January 2025 at the DK Convention Hall. It is time for the second semi-final. Ladies and gentlemen, for that, we have our 4 competing teams. Good Shepherd School Naharlagan, team number 2. We have Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya Nirjuli. We also have Boum Kakir Mission School Midpu. And we have VKV Yazali joining us for the second semi-final. A big wish goes to all of the final 4 contestants. I hope they perform well. With this, it's time to welcome the man who has run the show for the first semi-final. An amazing talent who has a lot of experience in emceeing, a film producer, a director. He is also our quiz master, a learned one. Ladies and gentlemen, please, for the big round of applause, welcome our quiz master for semi-final number 2, Sanju Dodum.
Thank you, Muli. Welcome back once again to the second semi-finals of the Battle of Minds, the first ever interactive inter-school quiz competition held by the Department of Youth Affairs in conjunction with the North-Eastern Council. We've had a very exciting, very productive semi-final, and as Muli has informed you, 2 teams have made it through to tomorrow's finals, so kudos to them, congratulations. And now we will be moving on with the second semi-finals. Considering that due to certain technical difficulties, we did overshoot the time limit, so we are going to try and do this a little bit faster if possible. So without further ado, let me first introduce all the teams which will be participating in the second semi-finals of Battle of Minds. Bear in mind, out of these 4 teams I will introduce, only 2 of them will go through to tomorrow's finals. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the first team from Yazali Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya. Thank you. Please take the podium. Congratulations for making it so far. Second team is from Boum Kakir Mission School in Midpu. Welcome to the semi-finals of Battle of Minds. Take the podiums. And the third team is the team of Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya from Nirjuli. Take your podium, gentlemen. And last but not the least, the Good Shepherd Public School. All right, we have all the teams with us. Welcome, all the teams, and congratulations for making it so far. Out of the 53 teams from across the state that have participated, these are the top 8 teams. The first one you have already witnessed. They have, or rather 2 of those teams have gone through, and from these last 4, we'll have 2 more teams going through. So this is definitely the creme de la creme, as they would say, of all the competitors we've had so far. Right, now I understand my contestant friends, my young friends, were witnessing the first semi-final, so they are well aware of the rules, I suppose. Nonetheless, for the benefit of our viewers and our contestants, I will take you through the rules of all the rounds as we go through them. But just a quick recap, what we'll have first is the GK round, which is specific to our state. Second, we'll have the buzzer round, then we'll have specialized subjects, and then we'll have a visual identification round, and then an audio round, and then the last and the most exciting rapid fire round. So let's start. Let's just reset that, and teams, all the teams are ready? Okay, Team A, like I said in the previous semi-finals, I will refer to the teams as Team A, Team B, Team C, and Team D for your for my own ease and for your reference as well. Okay, so let's start the second semi-finals of the Battle of Minds. And this is the general knowledge round, know your state. Let's have the very first question on the screen for Team A. Question is, the ancient ruins of Malinithan are associated with which religion? Your options are A, Jainism, B, Sikhism, C, Buddhism, or D, Hinduism. This question is specifically only for Team A. Go ahead, no negative marking. So discuss it between yourself and tell me what is your answer. You do have a time limit.
We are choosing option C, Buddhism.
Option C, Buddhism.
Yes.
Okay. Let's lock into option C, Buddhism, and see if that's the correct answer. I'm afraid that is not the right answer. Since it doesn't get passed along, so I will just give the right answer. The right answer in this case should be, or I'm hoping, D. Let's check. Hinduism, is that the correct answer? Indeed, Hinduism is what Malinithan is associated with. It is believed that at some point, many eons ago, Lord Krishna came to Malinithan. Right, with that, we move along to the second team, Team B. Your question for the first round, general knowledge, is on the screens now. Which tribe celebrates the Kik Shaba festival? Your options are A, Sherdupen, B, Adi, C, Monpa, or D, Nishi. The clock is ticking. You have 30 seconds. Please do bear that in mind. There is no negative points, but there is a time limit.
Sir, option A.
Option A. You would like to go with option A, Sherdupen. Let's check. Is that the correct answer? Yes, that is the correct answer. Excellent. Congratulations. You opened your scorebook with that answer. Right. We move on now to Team C. Let's have the question for Team C on the screen now. The traditional Apatani attire is made from A, cotton, B, wool, C, silk, or D, hemp. Your time starts now. Discuss it between yourselves, come to a consensus, and give me an answer. You have time. You have close to at least 15 seconds.
D, hemp.
You would like to go with option D, hemp. Okay, let's lock in, see if that is the correct option. Option D, hemp. No, I'm afraid that is not the correct option. The correct answer to this question, let's check the answer, shall we? The correct answer in this case is A, cotton. Cotton is the correct answer for this. Right. No scores for Team C so far. Let's move on to the next team. Right, let's have the question for Team D. What is the traditional headgear of Nishi males called? Your options are A, Bolu, B, Dudap, C, Byopa, or D, Pudum. Your time starts now, and take your time. You have time, but give me the
We'll
right
choose
answer.
option D, Budum.
Option D. You'd like to go with the option D. Okay, let's lock into option D, Pudum. Right, I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. The correct answer in this case, let's check. The correct answer is option C, Byopa. It's actually the actual headgear that's worn. I think Pudum would be more of the matted, knotted hair. That would be Pudum. But what's worn on top of that, the hat made of cane, that is actually Byopa. Okay, now we're back to the second question for Team A. Team, let's have the question for Team A on the screens now. The Wancho tribe is known for which traditional activity? Your options are tattooing, B, pottery, C, stone carving, or D, metalwork. The time starts now. There is no negative marking, but you do have a time limit, so discuss it between yourselves and let's have an answer to that question.
We are choosing option B, pottery.
Option B, pottery, right at the end of the time limit. Okay, let's go with option B, pottery, see if that's the correct answer. No, that is not the correct answer, I'm afraid. The right answer, let's check, what's the right answer? The right answer in this case is A, tattooing. That is something that the Wanchos are known for extensively, or rather it's one of the more famous things that they are known for. Right. Let's now move on to the question for Team B. Team, let's have the question for Team B on the screens now. The dance form, Pasi Konki, is performed by which tribe? Your options are A, Galo, B, Mishmi, C, Adi, or D, Monpa. Your time starts now. Discussing the question.
Sir, option B.
Option B, Mishmi? Is that what you would like to go for? Okay, I'm not sure if that's the correct answer. Nonetheless, let's lock into option B. Is that the correct answer? I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. Let's see which is the correct answer. The correct answer in this case is Adi. I think a little bit of the clue would have been the way that was pronounced, I guess. If you tried that, Pasi Konki, that would have given you some idea. Anyways, never mind. Let's now move on to the question for Team C. Team C, your question is on the screen now. Arunachal Pradesh is the largest producer of which horticultural product? Your options are oranges, apple, pineapples, and kiwi. The time starts now. Think about it. You're doing the right thing. Discuss it between yourselves. No negative marking.
Option D, kiwi.
Option D, kiwi. Okay, let's lock into option D. Is that the correct answer? Option D is correct. Congratulations. Well played. Full points there to Team C. Option D is in fact the largest producer, or rather the horticultural product that we produce the most. Okay, Team D, and the last question of this round. Let's have the question for Team D on the screens now. Which is the estimated installed power capacity of Lower Subansiri hydropower project in Arunachal Pradesh? Your options are A, 1000 megawatts, B, 1100 megawatts, C, 2000 megawatts, or D, 2,500 megawatts. Luck of the draw, some questions might be tougher than others. That's just the way quiz tends to work out. Nonetheless, your time has already started. Team D, what would be your answer to this?
Option number B.
Option B, did you say? Option B, 1100 megawatts. Okay, let's lock into that and see if that is the correct option. Option B. Unfortunately, that is not the correct option. The correct option in this case, let's check it. What's the answer to this? 2,000 megawatts. That is the estimated installed power capacity. I'm not going to pretend like I had any idea about that. I'm just as clueless as you are. Nonetheless, that is the end of the first round of the second semifinals of Battle of Minds. And as before, I'm going to give you the total, the marks of each team individually. Okay, let's have a look. Team A, how much have you scored? Team A, no scores as of yet. Team B is at 10 points. Team C is at 10 points as well. And Team D is yet to open their score. So that is how things stand as of now. No problem at all, my young friends. Do not be disheartened. The teams which are leading you are just leading by a small margin of 10 points. So, in the next rounds, we'll have a lot of opportunities to score, and I'm sure you can overtake some of your competitors and emerge on top. Right, so then, the buzzer round. This is where we encountered a slight technical problem in the first semi-final. Nonetheless, that's all been sorted out. This is the only round which carries a negative marking, okay? The way it works is I will ask you the question and then you press the button. I think your options will also appear on the screen, so you will have some help there. Based on that, you can press the buzzer, but do not give the answer right away, okay? Now the team which presses the buzzer first will get the opportunity to answer the question first. If you get it wrong, if you get it right, you'll get 10 points. If you get it wrong, -5, okay? And then the question moves on to the next team. And the next team will answer it for only 10 points. The reason is, because there are 4 options, one option would be eliminated, so your options would dwindle and your chances of winning will increase. So we'll only pass it once, and the marks will be 10. It will not go beyond that, okay? Teams, we're clear on that? Okay? And the time from... the time I suppose you hit the buzzer, you'll have close to 60 seconds to answer. Let's see how that works out. All the teams, we are good with the rules, no confusions, right? Okay then, let's start off with the buzzer round. This is one of the more exciting rounds. The added amount of pressure is always there because of the negative marking. In fact, in the first semi-finals, a lot of the teams did not even press their buzzer because they were afraid of negative marking. Nonetheless, I leave that to you. The teams decide the way you want to play it. Let's start off with the buzzer round. So, all hands on the buzzer, all eyes on the screen. The first question in the buzzer round, please put it up on the screen now. Which country hosted the 2024 Summer Olympics? A, France, B, Japan, C, Australia, D, United States. All the teams have pressed the buzzer. Very well done. Nonetheless, I'll have to now check which team pressed it first, okay? Everyone has pressed. Good. Let's check the sequence. Okay, so this is how it went apparently. Team D pressed it first, and then Team C. So unfortunately, Team B and A are not in the contention. So first, the opportunity to answer the question goes to Team D. Team D, what is your answer?
Option number A, France.
Option A, France. Okay, let's lock into that, see if that is in fact the correct answer. France is correct. Full marks, 15 points to Team D. Well done. Okay, now we will reset this, and with that, we now move on to the second question. Remember, you have 8 questions in this round, so with each question that's gone by, your chances of scoring more is also reducing. Anyway, let's have the second question on the screen now. What is the highest civilian award in India? Your options are A, Padma Vibhushan, B, Padma Shri, C, Paramveer Chakra, or D, Bharat Ratna. All the teams have again pressed the buzzer. Well done, but let's check the sequence that they have done this in. The first team to have pressed the buzzer is Team C, so they will get the first opportunity, and then Team D. As before, Team A and B are not in the contention this time. Team C, what is your answer to this question?
D. Bharat Ratna.
D. Bharat Ratna. Let's lock into that, see if that is the correct answer. Bharat Ratna is in fact correct. That is the highest civilian award in India. Very well done, well played. Okay, let's now move on to, okay, let's reset that. The buzzer actually, let's not forget that. Okay, right. All right, well done. 2 questions done so far, well played. Okay, let's now have the 3rd question of the buzzer round on the screen, please. That was really very fast. I don't know if the question even appeared before the buzzer was hit. Nonetheless, India hosted the G20 summit in which city in 2023? Options are A. New Delhi, B. Mumbai, C. Bengaluru, and D. Kolkata. 2 teams have pressed the buzzer, so obviously they are the ones who will get the opportunity. Let's check the sequence in which they have done it. Right, in this case, Team B went for the buzzer the first time around. So Team B, what is your answer to this question?
So option B, Mumbai.
Option B, Mumbai, you say. Okay, let's lock into option B, Mumbai. Is that the correct answer? That is, I'm afraid, not the correct answer. Sorry about that, but that is not the answer. So that means a negative marking of -5, and the question automatically gets transferred to the team which pressed the buzzer next, which was Team C. Team C, what would be your answer? You have 3 options now. Which one?
A. New Delhi.
A. New Delhi. Okay, bear in mind, if you get this wrong, you also get your points deducted. Let's have a look. Is it New Delhi? A. New Delhi is in fact correct. Good work. That is correct, and that means you get 10 points. Well done. Okay, let's reset the buzzers again. And right, we are into the 4th question of the buzzer round. The 4th question of the buzzer round. Please put that on the screen now, team. What is the capital city of Canada? A. Toronto, B. Vancouver, C. Ottawa, D. Montreal. All the teams have pressed. Very good. Now let's check the sequence in which they have done so. The team that has pressed the buzzer first is Team C and then Team B. So I'll go to Team C first. Team C, what is the answer?
C. Ottawa.
C. Ottawa. Right, let's lock into that. Is that the capital of Canada? C. Ottawa. That is 100% correct. Very well done. Well played. A lot of people tend to get confused about the capital city of Canada because we just tend to hear more about the other cities, Vancouver, Montreal, etc. Nonetheless, reset the buzzers and we are done halfway through the quiz contest. 5th question of the buzzer round. Let's have that on the screens now. 5th question. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Options are A, G, D, B, A, G. Option C is A, L, and option D is A, U. All the teams have pressed. In fact, I think one of the teams have pressed the button even before I could say the question, even start with the question. Team B, in this instance, has pressed it the first, and then Team D. So I'll go to Team B first. Team B, what is the answer? What is the chemical symbol for gold? Well, they have gone for the buzzer, but they seem to be a little unsure about the answer. Negative marking. Think about that, and you do have a limited amount of time, so let's not waste too much time. What is your answer?
So option B.
Option B, AG. Okay, let's see. Is that the correct answer? Option B. Option B is unfortunately not the correct answer. So, considering the sequence, we'll now go with Team D. That is -5 points for Team B, of course. Nonetheless, let's go to Team D now for 10 points. Team D, what is your answer?
Option D.
Option?
D.
Option D.
Yes.
AU?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look. Is that the right answer? Option D? Option D is indeed the chemical symbol for gold. And with that, they have bagged 10 points. Well played. Reset the buzzers. This is one of the more exciting rounds, as you can imagine. We'll have more excitement ahead of us. Nonetheless, I hope the teams are feeling good. Hands on the buzzer again and eyes on the screen. Team, let's have the 6th question of the buzzer round on the screens now. Who painted the famous artwork, The Starry Night? The options are A. Pablo Picasso, B. Vincent van Gogh, C. Claude Monet, or D. Leonardo da Vinci. And 3 teams have gone for the buzzer. Let's check the sequence. Team B. Team B was the first one to press, and then Team C. So I'll go to Team B first. Team B, what is your answer? Team B seems to be a little unsure about what the answer may be.
Sir, option B.
Option B, Vincent van Gogh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see if that is the correct answer. Vincent van Gogh, that is correct. Is that something which you got by luck, by chance, or did you? No? Okay, it doesn't matter. You got the right answer, and that's all that matters in the quiz contest. Let's reset the buzzer. We're almost at the end. 6 questions done. Now we have only 2 questions left, so the teams who may have not hit the buzzer due to the fear of negative marking, I said go for it. You will have plenty of opportunities to make up for that lost score, because the other rounds have bigger scores, 15, 20, so go for it, okay? Anyways, let's have the 7th question on the screens now. All the teams have pressed the button before I could even start. Nonetheless, the question is, what is the largest mammal in the world? Your options are A, elephant, B, orca, C, blue whale, and D, hippopotamus. And let's check the sequence in which it was pressed. Team D was the first one to press the buzzer, and then Team B. So I'll go with Team D first. Team D, what is your answer to this question?
Option C, blue whale.
Option C, blue whale. Okay, the largest mammal. Okay, let's lock into option C, blue whale. That is absolutely correct. Well done. Full marks there to Team D. Let's reset the buzzer, and we are now ready for the last question of the 2nd round of the 2nd semi-finals of Battles of Mind. My young friends, this is the one you want to go for. We have only 1 question left now. All hands on the buzzer, all eyes on the screen. Let's have the final question for the buzzer round. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? The options are A, gold, B, steel, C, diamond, and D, platinum. All the teams have pressed the buzzer. Let's check the sequence once again. First team to have done so is Team A, and then Team B. Literally in the sequence they're seated at. Anyways, Team A, what is your answer to this question?
Option number C, diamond.
Option C, diamond. Okay, let's lock into option C and see if that is the correct option. Correct answer, rather. Option D, absolutely correct. Diamond is indeed the hardest natural substance found on Earth. Very well done. And with that, reset the buzzer, and we're at the end of the buzzer round. And now we will check the score for this round. Bear in mind the score that you will see now on the team's LED screens. These are not the total of the previous round and this round combined. It is only for this round. And the reason we're doing that is to keep that element of suspense and competitiveness going until the last minute, so that neither, well, some of you may be calculating it in your head, but I am not, so I definitely won't know. Anyway, let's have a look at the scores. See the scores. Team A, 15 points. Team B, 5 points. Team C is 40, and Team D is also 40. Congratulations, everyone. Very well played. And as I mentioned before, this is only the score for this particular round. Nothing from the previous round is being carried over. We will get to that at the end of the quiz, when we'll see who emerges as the winner. Bear in mind, once again, top 2 teams from this contest goes through to tomorrow's finals, and they will be battling for the title of Battles of Mind, the first ever title for the Battle of Minds tomorrow, same place, 26th of January, important date for us. We are now on to the third round, which is specialized subjects. I think my young friends were informed about this, we were briefed about this, that you will have a few subjects to choose from, and based on your choice, we will give you a question from that particular subject. So, the options, I believe, of subjects are chemistry, history, mathematics, biology, geography, and physics. These are the categories. So, you will have 2 questions each. We'll go 2 rounds. You'll have 60 seconds to answer. These questions, because these are specialized subjects, it won't be passed around. And there's no negative marking, okay? So feel free, go for it. Don't hold yourself back. Right, so we'll start off with Team A. Team A, what is your choice of subject for the first question?
Physics.
Physics, okay, good choice. Team, let's have a question on physics on the screen for Team A. Okay, your question is, which of the following quantities is a vector? Your options are A, speed, B, distance, C, displacement, and D, work. You have 60 seconds. Question does not pass. There is no negative marking involved. Discuss it between your team, but do give me an answer within 60 seconds. The clock is ticking.
Option C, displacement.
Option C, displacement. Okay. Let's lock into option C, displacement. Is that the correct answer? That is the correct answer. Well done. Full points for this question. Very well done. Now, with that, we'll move on to the second team. Second team, same set of rules. What option, or rather, what subject would you like to choose for your first question?
So biology.
Biology, okay. Team, you've heard. Team number 2, Team B, they want to have a question on biology. Let's put up a question for them on the screen. Your question is, which enzyme is responsible for the digestion of starch? Your options are A, pepsin, B, lipase, C, amylase, or D, trypsin. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Your time has started. You have 60 seconds. I will need an answer within the 60 seconds.
Sir, option C, amylase.
Option C, amylase. Okay. Right, let's lock into option C, amylase, see if that's the correct answer. That is the correct answer. Excellent. Good job. Well played, Team B. Very well done. Now we'll move on to Team C for their very first specialized subject question. Team C, what subject would you like to choose?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. I love the fact that they're choosing subjects I never would. Let's have a question on mathematics for Team C. I hope I read this correctly. What is the derivative of x squared with respect to x? Your options are A, 2x squared, B is x, C is 2x, and D is x squared.
Option C, 2x.
Option C, 2x. He seemed fairly confident with that, so let's go with option C, 2x. That is absolutely correct. That is the derivative of x squared with respect to x. And congratulations on that. I never would have figured that one out. Nonetheless, full points to the team for that. And now we'll go to Team D with their specialized subject. What subject would you like your first question to be on?
Biology.
Sorry?
Biology.
Biology, okay. Science students, I think, most of them. Let's have a question for Team D on biology. What is the function of xylem in plants? A, transport of food. B, transport of water. C, photosynthesis. Or D, reproduction.
So B.
Okay, fairly fast and confident with her answer. Let's lock into option D, reproduction.
No,
Oh,
sir.
sorry, apologies. My mistake. Sorry, what?
B. B.
That is my mistake. Option B, did you say? B. See, as much as possible, that's why I would encourage you to not just say option B, but also read out the rest of the option. We'll give them that one. Let's check if it's option D. Option B it is. It is correct. Full marks to that. That was a mistake on my part. The fact is they corrected, they protested as soon as I said option D, so they did not have the benefit of eliminating the option. They always went for option B. Nonetheless, that is on me. Thank you and apologies for that one. But like I said, teams, please, as much as possible, sometimes the audio level on the mics are not very clear. So when you say option B, as much as possible, please mention the entire answer. Okay? Right. Good show by all the teams so far. Specialized subjects, 2 questions. We are done with 1 question for all the teams. So I'm back now to Team A. Team A, what will be your chosen subject for the second question?
Physics.
Sorry, what's
Physics, sir.
physics?
Yes.
Okay, good choice. Let's have a question on physics for Team A. Who is known as the father of modern physics? Your options are A, Newton, B, Einstein, C, Galileo, and D, Tesla.
Option C, Galileo.
Option C, Galileo.
Yes, sir.
Lock into that?
Yes.
Okay. Option C, Galileo. Let's lock into that. Apparently that is not correct. Galileo is not the answer. Now the question does not pass along, so it stays with you. No negative marking. Nonetheless, let's have a look. What is the correct answer on this one? Einstein. Apparently Albert Einstein is known as the father of modern physics. It's something new I've learned as well. No problem whatsoever. Let's move on now to Team B. Team B, what is your second question on the specialized subject round?
So biology.
Biology? Okay, good choice. Let's have a question on the screen for Team B on the subject of biology. What is the structural and functional unit of the kidney? Your options are A, neuron, B, nephron, C, alveolus, and D, glomerulus.
Sir, option B, nephron.
Option B, nephron. She seemed pretty confident, so let's lock in with B, nephron. Is that the correct answer? Indeed it is. Well done, full marks. Option B, nephron is the correct answer. Okay, that now brings me to team number C. Team C, what is your preferred subject this time?
Biology.
Biology again. Okay, let's have a question on biology for Team C on the screens. What is the name of the process by which plants lose water in the form of vapor? Options are A, respiration, B, transpiration, C, photosynthesis, or D, osmosis.
B, transpiration.
Okay. Option B, transpiration is what they would like to go for. So let's lock into that. Option B. Transpiration is correct. Well done. I was going for photosynthesis, but that's me. Anyways, Team C, well played. Now we're on to the final question of this specialized subject round. Team D, what is your chosen subject in this case?
Sir, again biology.
Biology. They choose biology as well. Well, let's put up a question for Team D, the final question of specialized subject. Let's have a question on biology on our screen for Team D. Which molecule carries genetic information? Your options are A, protein, B, DNA, C, lipid, and D, carbohydrate.
Option number B, DNA.
Option B, DNA?
Yes.
I heard you correctly this time?
Yes,
Okay, let's go with option B, DNA. Option B, DNA it is. Excellent work. Well done, all the teams. And friends, that brings us to the end of the third and the specialized round. All the teams have performed very well. I think everyone more or less got all their answers correct, except maybe one. Cannot see the score from here. Okay, Team A at the end of third round, they have scored 15 points. Team B scored 30, got all their answers. Team C is 30 and so is Team D. 30 points, 3 teams. Congratulations. Very well done. And now move on to the fourth round, which is visual identification round. I think you may have seen some of the other schools contestants go through this one. It's a fairly simple process. You will see a picture on your screen. All you have to do is identify and give me the answer. Okay? Now the way it works is we'll have, I think, at least 3 sets of questions. So quite a lot of points there for you. These are not just the questions meant for you, but if the question gets passed to you, you get the opportunity to score that as well. So this is a big scoring round, so let's give it our full attention. Okay? With that said, let's get on with the visual identification round. And sorry, you will have 30 seconds to answer. So we'll start off with Team A. Okay, let's have the visuals for Team A on the screens now. Okay. Can you identify the person you see on the screen?
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. Okay. Is that the correct answer? Let's lock into that. What is the answer to that? Neil Armstrong, is that correct? Yes, that is Neil Armstrong. 25 points to the team. Good job, Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. That's a face that we should all recognize and not just the contestants taking part today. Okay, let's now move on to the second question for Team B. Let's have the visuals for Team B on the screens now. Can you identify this person?
Sir, Rakesh Sharma.
Rakesh Sharma. Rakesh Sharma is absolutely correct. Rakesh Sharma, the first person from India to go to space, a momentous historical event for our country. And that means the Team B has scored 25 points as well. Let's now move on to Team C. Let's put together the picture for Team C to identify on the screens now. Can you identify this gentleman? You have 30 seconds.
Sir, can you give us hints?
Unfortunately, there are no hints to be given as per the rules. Nonetheless, if it helps you, this person has very specifically to do with Arunachal Pradesh. Time's run out. Team could not answer. It's all right, no negative marking. Nonetheless, this question does get passed along to the next team in line for 20 points. Team D, would you like to venture a guess? There is no negative marking. You can answer or you can just pass it along. It won't
So
make
pass.
much of a difference.
So pass.
Pass?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Pass mark, so it's the question has been passed, so it's almost as good as getting it incorrectly. Nonetheless, Team A, what would your answer be to this question? Do you know who this gentleman is?
We would like to pass this question.
You would like to pass this question. All right. It goes to the final team, Team B, for 10 marks if you can get that. There is no negative marking, so you can take a guess. It's not going to affect the outcome anyway. I don't think they have. Go ahead. If you have the answer, give me an answer. Go ahead. Time's up. Okay, so nobody could identify that. It's a little unfortunate because the person in question is lovingly known in Arunachal as Uncle Musa, one of the more famous personalities in the field of education and humanitarian activities. Is very well known throughout Arunachal as and lovingly called Uncle Musa. No problem. We'll just move on with the next question for Team D. The visual for Team D, let's have that on the screens now. Team D, can you identify the person on the screen? The time has already started. You have 30 seconds. There is no negative marking, but you can take your time, but I will need an answer within 30 seconds before the buzzer hits.
Sir, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is not correct, although it is quite obvious from the picture that this is from the field of boxing. The question then passes on to the next team, Team A. For 20 marks, would you like to answer this question?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad?
Ali.
Muhammad Ali, yes, that is the correct answer. Muhammad Ali, the legendary boxer, heavyweight champion of the world, and a historical personality well known across the world, not just for his boxing, but for his convictions in many things. Muhammad Ali is the correct answer. And that is first set of questions done for in the identification round. Now we'll come back to Team A for the next question. The visual identification round. Let's have the picture for Team A on the screens now. Team A, can you identify that person? "30 seconds.
David Beckham.
David Beckham. David Beckham is correct. Absolutely correct. Full marks, 25 points for David Beckham. Famous footballer, English footballer, and who played for Manchester United for most of his career. David Beckham indeed is the correct answer. Right, let's now move on to Team B. Let's have a picture for Team B on the screens to identify now. Team B, who is that person on the screen?
Sir, Tadulunya.
Is the mic switched on?
Yes, sir. Tadulunya.
Okay, yes, that is indeed Miss Tadulunya, the current reigning Miss Arunachal, who's representing us in the National Forum Miss India as well. Tadulunya, indeed, full marks, congratulations. Well played, and with that now we go on to Team C for their question. Team C, ready? Okay, team, let's have the visual clue for Team C on the screens now. I think they're fairly confident who that is.
Dorji Kandu.
Indeed, Dorji Khandu, the former Chief Minister of Arunachal, Shree Dorji Khandu. That is in fact correct. Full points to Team C. Okay, now let's go on to Team D for their second question of the visual identification round. Team, let's put their visual clue on the screen now. Team D, can you identify that person? Team D seems to be struggling a little bit with that question. Nonetheless, fairly famous person.
Sir, pass.
Okay, they have chosen not to answer that, although there is no negative marking. There was no harm in answering. Nonetheless, the question passes on to the next team for 20 marks, Team A. Would you like to take a shot at that?
Sundar Pichai.
Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai is the correct answer to that question. Very well done, well played. 20 marks for that. Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, if I'm not mistaken. Google that and let me know later. Very well done. Not full marks, but pass on question. So 20 marks. Right. Now then, we will have the last set of questions in the visual identification round. So this question now goes to Team A. Let's have the visual for Team A on the screens now. Can you identify this person?
APJ Abdul Kalam.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is indeed the correct answer. Congratulations, well played. The former president of our country, late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and also the missile man of India, one of the finest brains this country has ever produced. Well played. Now we'll go on to team number B. Team B, let's have the visuals of your last question of this round. Let's put the visual cue on the screens for Team B now. Team B, fairly...
Sir, Michael Jackson.
Ow! It is Michael Jackson, indeed. Full marks, 25 points. Michael Jackson, no doubt there whatsoever. Well done. Let's now go on to Team C. Ready, Team C? For your 25 points, hopefully. Let's put the visual cue for Team C on the screens now. Can you identify the person you see on the screen? You have 30 seconds. You can discuss it between yourself. Let's hope your answer is correct or within the periphery of what we're looking for.
Pass. Pass.
They will pass on this question. They're not sure. No. Time's up as well. Although, like I said, there is no negative marking, so it was okay. They could have attempted. Nonetheless, this goes on to the next team, Team D, for 20 marks. Would you like to take a shot at that?
Sir, pass.
They want to pass it along as well. Okay, let's go to Team A. Team A, would you like to attempt that question for 15 marks?
We would like to pass the question.
They would like to pass the question. No harm done. Team B, would you like to take a shot at that for 10 marks? They seem a little reluctant, but I think I have an answer coming. Do we have an answer?
No, sir.
No, okay. Nobody took a shot at that. Okay, I will give you the answer. That is the world famous champion gymnast Simone Biles from the United States of America. She's won multiple medals in the last Olympic. Okay, nonetheless, we are almost at the end of this round. I have now but the very last question for Team D. Team D, this is your chance to score 25 points. Let's have the visual clue for Team D on the screens now. Team D, can you identify this person? The clock is ticking, your time is running short.
Sir, pass.
Okay, strangely enough, they wish to pass this along, so this goes to Team A. Team A, would you like to attempt this for 20 marks? They seem a little reluctant as well. They're not sure. Would you like to attempt it or just pass it along, perhaps?
We would like to pass the question.
Okay, it gets passed. The time is up. Gets passed to Team B. Team B, would you like to identify this person? I would imagine he's fairly famous, especially considering our geography.
Sir, Dhanubari Ambani.
I'm sorry, which Ambani? No, did you Dhirubhai Ambani?
Yes, sir.
No, it's not Dhirubhai Ambani. Team C, the question comes to you now automatically for 10 points. Would you like to take a crack at this? You have had enough time.
Ananta Vishwa Sharma.
Hemanta Biswa Sarma, indeed. That is the correct answer. I'm a little surprised nobody got that. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, the Chief Minister of Assam, our neighbor, right across the state is Assam, and that's the Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sarma. Right, that brings us to the end of the visual identification round. It was fun and interesting. All the teams did well, and we are now going to tally the scores for this particular round. Okay, Team A has scored 95 points. Excellent job. Team B is at 75 in this round. Team C obviously not happy with 35, and Team D probably not very happy as well with 25 points. Right, that's only the individual scores for the teams for this round. This is not a cumulative total so far. That will happen soon. To the next round. You had in the previous round was visual aid, visual clues. In this instance, you will have audio clips, right? And as with the previous round, we'll start off with Team A for 25 points. If they answer it correctly, they get the full marks. If not, it goes to the next team for 20 marks. They don't get it, then they move on to the next team for 15. And if they don't get it, then they get it, it goes to the team for 10 points. And if no one answers it, it comes to me for 100 points. That's how I've been scoring myself. Anyway, teams, are we ready to move on to the next round? Okay. Right. Audio identification round. Let's have the first audio clip for Team A. Play now.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Team A, that is for you. Would you like to take a guess?
Can you play again the audio?
Well, I'm afraid that is not going to be possible. As you may have witnessed in the first semi-finals, the audio clip is not going to be played more than once. You only get one option, one time, so you should pay attention. And this goes for all the teams, okay?
Sir, Nelson
Time's
Mandela.
up. Sorry?
Nelson Mandela.
It's not Nelson Mandela, that much I assure you. Nonetheless, teams, I hope you learned a little bit from that. the audio clip, when it's being played, it will only be played once. All right? Anyway, that automatically goes on to the next team for 20 points. Team B, would you like to take a guess as to who that personality was, whose voice you just heard? Do you have an answer for me? Seems to be discussing a lot, but do we have an answer? No, time's up. I think they were waiting for the time to get up. Anyway, moves on to the next team, Team C, for 15 marks. Team C, would you like to take a guess as to who
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. That is absolutely incorrect. That is not Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Goes to the last team for 10 marks. Team D, would you like to have a go and identify the person whose voice it was?
Rabindranath Tagore.
Rabindranath Tagore. Good guess, but it's not Rabindranath Tagore as well. I'll give you the answer. That was the voice of Martin Luther King Jr., the activist for civil rights in America, where he was the champion of, getting equality and equal rights for the black people in America. Martin Luther King Jr. specifically. That's his whole name. Okay. First question, perhaps a little tough. Hopefully the second one might be more up your alley. Let's see. Team B it is. Team B, your audio clip or your question is this.
कल 20 जनवरी 1972 को नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न फ्रंटियर एजेंसी ब्रिटिश साम्राज्यवाद का दिया हुआ नाम बदलकर अरुणाचल प्रदेश रखा जाएगा। अरुणाचल प्रदेश को तुम्हें महान बनाना होगा और अभिमान से मस्तक ऊंचा कर सीना तान ऊंची आवाज में गाना। अरुण किरण शीश भूषण कंठहीन की धारा प्रभात सूर्य चुंबित देश अरुणाचल हमारा अरुणाचल हमारा अरुणाचल हमारा।
You have to identify the film from which this audio clip was. I'm not looking for the actor. I'm not looking for who wrote it. You'll have to tell me which film was this from.
Sir, K.A.A. Raja.
Sorry?
K.A.A. Raja.
K.A.A. Raja. No, as I said, you have to give me the name of the film, not the person. Time's up, I'm afraid. If you would have paid attention to the screen, it was written on top as the audio clip was playing. Identify the name of the film, the movie. It's actually a very historical movie in context of our state. Nonetheless, Team C, would you like to attempt that for 20 points?
Yes. Mera Dharam Meri Maa.
Mera Dharam Meri Maa. That is absolutely correct. That is regarded as the very first official film from Arunachal Pradesh. One of the most historical films, especially in context to Arunachal Pradesh. Well done. Now then, for Team C, let's have the next audio clip for Team C on the screens now. It says on the top, you have to identify that sound. You have to tell me that sound you just heard, what was that from?
Microsoft Windows start.
I will take that. It's the boot up or the startups theme of Microsoft Windows. Good. Full points to Team C. Good job. Okay. Now we move on to Team D. Team D, your audio clip will be on the screen. Do keep an eye on the screen as well while you hear the audio clip, because on the top, it will give you the clue as to what is it that you need to identify. Okay? All right, let's have the audio clip play for Team D now.
देखो ज़म्दा जुन्यो सोम तब तक गलबा गंगपो देखो ज़म्दा जुन्यो
Okay, team, you have to identify the tribe from which that song was. That song was from which tribe?
Sir, Tagin.
Tagin?
Yes, sir.
I'm afraid that's not the right answer. We'll move on to Team A as that question passes along. One attempt is all that a team gets. Team A, do you have an answer for me?
Gallo.
Sorry, can you speak up a bit?
Gallo.
Gallo? No, that is not a Gallo song. Team B, would you like to take a crack at this for 15 points? No negative points, so don't be scared.
Sir, Adi.
I'm afraid it's not Adi as well, so now I come to Team C. The final team for 10 points. Would you like to take a shot? Which tribe was that?
Monpa.
Monpa it is. Correct answer, 10 points. That was a Monpa song indeed. Okay. Well done all the teams. Some teams have fared better than the others. Nonetheless, first set of questions done. Now the second set of questions, same as previous round, we'll have 3 questions each for every team. So now after having done with Team D, we're back to Team A. Team A, are you ready? Okay. Team A, your next audio identification clip. Let's play that.
आज के दिन संविधान सभा ने भारत के संविधान को अंगीकार किया था। मुझे याद है जब साल 2015 में
That was it. Team A, could you identify the person whose voice you just heard?
Narendra Modi.
Narendra Modi? Shri Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is indeed correct. Well done. Fairly easy question, I must say. Anyways, that's the way it is. Quiz contest, that's how that works. Sometimes tough, really tough questions, sometimes perhaps a little easy. Nonetheless, we move on to the next question. Team B. The question, or rather the audio clip for Team B, please play that on the screens now.
Dear brothers and sisters of Arunachal Pradesh, as we bid farewell to the year gone by and welcome the dawn of 2025, I extend my heartfelt greetings and best wishes to each and every one of you. The past year has been a remarkable one for Arunachal Pradesh, marked by significant strides in infrastructure, socio-economic development, and the uplifting the key sectors like health, education, and sports.
Okay, Team B, could you identify the person whose voice you just heard?
Sir, Kiran Rijiju.
Kiran Rijiju, our Honorable Member of Parliament West. No, that is not the correct answer, I'm afraid. This automatically means it moves on to the next team for 20 points. Team C, would you like to take a shot at that?
Shree Pema Khandu.
Shree Pema Khandu it is, the Honorable Chief Minister of our state, the young Chief Minister Pema Khanduji. Right, 20 points to Team C, and the next question is also for Team C. Pay close attention to this one.
जी मैं बगैर किसी झिझक के कह सकता हूँ कि सारे जहां से अच्छा।
That was a fairly short clip. Nonetheless, the clue was in what he said. I know it's a little tough perhaps, but for 25 points. He said something very iconic, something which is very important to our country. No negative markings, so if you don't know.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru.
Sorry?
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru? No, I'm afraid that is not Jawaharlal Nehru, and your time also expired. This automatically goes to the next team for 20 points. Team D, would you like to take a shot at who the person was whose voice you just heard?
Sir, Rajendra Prasad.
Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first president of India? No, I'm afraid that is not the answer as well. Team A, would you like to take a shot for 15 points? There is no negative marking involved, so don't worry. You can give me an answer. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
We would like to pass the question.
They would like to pass, okay. It gets passed to the next team for 10 marks. Team B, would you like to take a crack and identify the person whose voice you heard?
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. I'm afraid that is not the correct answer as well. Okay, so the question went around all the way and that is not the answer. The correct answer to this question is Rakesh Sharma, the first astronaut from India who went into space. And this particular clip which you heard was a conversation between him and the then Prime Minister of our country, Indira Gandhi. When Indira Gandhi asked him, Rakesh, kaisa dikhta hai hamara desh wahan se? He replied, Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. Those are the iconic lines I remember hearing when I was a child. And right, with that we move to Team D. Team D, are you ready for your audio clip? Yes? Okay, team, let's play the clip for Team D.
शाम सवेरे मेरे ख्वाब भी तेरे तेरे नींदों की कर ले चोरियां.
Rito Riba.
Okay, Rito Riba. Is that the correct answer? Yes, indeed. That is Rito Riba, one of the most famous and upcoming singers. Not even upcoming, he has come up all the way anyway. It is Rito Riba indeed. Full marks to Team D. And with that, now we circle back again to Team A. Team A, this is your last question of this round. Pay attention to the next audio clip and tell me who the person is. Please play the audio clip for Team A.
To be holding this trophy, I would like to thank the Laureus Academy members for giving this memory to me. I think this is really special. And also the people who voted and felt that the moment that we saw on the screen was worth voting for. I'd like to thank them.
Okay, Team A, you heard the clip, as did the rest of the teams. Would you like to identify the person whose voice you heard?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin Tendulkar is absolutely correct. Full points to Team A. Sachin Tendulkar, the legendary cricket player from our country. That's the voice we just heard on our speakers. Right, with that we move on now to Team B. Team B, your last question of this round. Listen to it carefully and try and score the maximum points if possible. Team, please play the audio clip for Team B.
हम और तुम नदियों के किनारे या तुम नहीं तो हम नहीं है.
Team B, I honestly have no idea who that is. Hopefully you do. This is more in sync with your time, I guess. All the other teams, stay ready with your answer as well, just in case. Team B?
Sir, Tony Kakar.
Sorry?
Tony Kakar.
Tony Kakar. No, I'm afraid that's not Tony Kakar. We move on to the next team for 20 points. Venture a guess.
Guru Randhawa.
Sorry?
Guru Randhawa.
Guru Randhawa? No, it's not Guru Randhawa as well. I'm getting to learn a lot of new names today. I have no idea who these people are. Nonetheless, this automatically now moves to the next team for 15 marks. Team D, would you like to take a shot at identifying the person?
King.
Sorry?
King.
King?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
I am honestly not aware, but that is not the answer. I don't know who King is. That is not the right answer I was looking for. Now we kind of circle back to Team A for this. Team A, do you have any idea who this person is? Take a guess. There's no negative marking. Say something. Give me a new name I'll learn. No?
K for Keiko.
Huh?
K for Keiko.
K for Keiko. No, that's actually a good guess. But it's not K for Keiko. I know Keiko. At least I know K for Keiko. Right. None of the teams got that, so that point does not go to anyone. And the right answer for this question is Sono Lem. Sono Lem. I'm not unaware of this artist, but I'm sure he's very famous. Anyway, let's now move to Team C. Team C, your last question for this round. Listen to this carefully. This is your big chance to score big. Let's play the clip for Team C.
The whole time, if you could see that I'm the one who understands you, been here all along, so why can't you?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, absolutely correct. Even I know Taylor Swift. Okay. Good job. Full points, 25 marks to Team C. Taylor Swift it was. I think the other teams were just kind of waiting and hoping if this passes on, I will not let this one go. But good job, boys. Even boys should listen to Taylor Swift. No shame in that. I do. Anyways, next question. The final question of this round. Team D, this is for you. Let's play the audio clip for Team D. Okay, you have to identify the instrument with which it was played, that music was played.
Sitar.
Right. While that's a very good guess, I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. Sitar sounds similar, but that is not the answer, and your time is over, so automatically it now passes to the next team. Team A, for 20 marks, you get only one attempt at this. Can you give me an answer, the correct answer of the instrument which you just heard? You know now it's not sitar. Any guesses? Do we have any answers for this one, Team A?
No, sir, we would like to pass the question.
Pass the question, okay. Automatically goes to Team B. Team B, would you like to take a guess and give me an answer about the instrument you just heard?
Sir, Veena.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Veena.
Into the mic. Yeah, sorry.
Veena.
Veena? Veena? You should be more sure because you're more confident because that is the correct answer. It is Veena. When you're giving the answer, be more confident because you got that absolutely correct. It is very similar to sitar. Sounds similar, but some say that it's actually a little bit harder to play. That was Veena, and that 15 marks, 25, 20, 15 points goes to Team B. And with that, we have come to the end of the audio round. Very well played. I'm not sure if any team did spectacularly well above others. We'll soon know. The scores are being tallied. Right, marks are ready. Let's have a look. Let's see who scored how well. Okay, Team A is standing with a score of 50 points. Team B, 15 points. Team C is 100 and Team D is 25. Okay, congratulations all the teams, very well played. The scoring has been, it's been uneven in the sense that some teams have scored really well in some of the rounds, others have not in that round, but then they have made it up. So at this point, I have absolutely no idea which team is leading. And I think all the teams should also not keep that in mind, instead focus more on the next round that is coming up, the most interesting of rounds, which is the rapid fire round, okay? So the way it works is I will move from one team, start off with Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, right? 30 seconds, maximum of 8 questions. And the way it works is there is no negative marking, so don't worry, okay? If you know the question, the answer to the question, fine. If you think it's taking up too much of your time, pass it along, move on to the next question. Attempt that, okay? So if you know, yes, give me the answer, I'll say correct, incorrect. If it's not, if you don't know, you want to move on, just pass. Don't say pass on, just say pass, I'll understand, okay? The point is, with this round, you have to be quick on your feet, okay? Team A, this is the rapid fire round. You have 30 seconds and your time starts now. Who is the author of the Harry Potter series?
Pass.
Which city is known as the City of Lights?
Pass.
Who is the CEO of Tesla?
Elon Musk.
Correct. What is the scientific name of the Bengal tiger?
Pass.
The Khajuraho temples were built by which dynasty?
Pass.
Who is the creator of the search engine Bing? The time's up, but you can take that because you can answer that if you want.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Good. Good job. Right, we'll come to the how many questions they got right or wrong when we tally it. Okay. We'll now move on to Team B. Same as Team A, right? I will take only one answer. You can discuss, but give me one answer. Keep the mics ready, okay? Can you just check on the mic once? Do we need to be very clear?
Hello, check.
Yeah, okay, good. We need to be loud and clear on this one. We cannot afford to not be audible and miss out on this, okay? Scorekeeper, timekeeper with me on this. 30 seconds on the board and your time starts now. What is the smallest bone in the human body?
Steps.
Correct. What is the largest continent by land area?
Asia.
Correct. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Marie Curie.
Correct. Who developed the theory of evolution through natural selection?
Charles Darwin.
Correct. What is the capital of Bhutan?
Pass.
What is the name of the first hydrogen-powered train launched in Germany in 2018? Pass. Which Indian city is known as the Silicon Valley of India?
Hyderabad.
No, incorrect. That's actually Bangalore. But well played, very well played. Well done. Same thing. Now we move on to Team C. Team C, bear in mind, this is the final round, okay? After this, we will tally all the scores and we'll know who the winner is. Okay, same as before, scorekeeper and timekeeper ready. Excellent. Team C, your rapid fire round will start as soon as I start the question. And your time starts now. What is the name of the world's largest social media platform?
Facebook.
Correct. The Amazon rainforest is primarily located in which country?
Brazil.
Correct. The first World Cup of cricket was held in which year?
Pass.
Who coined the term black hole in the context of physics?
Pass.
What is the largest organ in the human body?
Pass.
In which year did the Chernobyl disaster occur?
Pass.
Who is the CEO of Microsoft as of 2025?
Bill Gates.
Sorry?
Bill Gates.
Sorry, that is not correct. Well played, well played. Some questions were tough, but the CEO of Microsoft as of 2025 is Satya Nadella, not Bill Gates anymore. Okay, 3 teams done. Last team, Team D left. We don't know quite the score for this round so far or in totality. Nonetheless, some people may have a fair idea. Regardless, we will have a go at this round with the same zeal that we have seen by the other teams. As before, timekeeper, scorekeeper, are we ready? Yes? Good. Okay, team, ready? Team D, your time will start as soon as I start the first question. Okay? All right then. Rapid fire round, Team D, your time starts now. Which company developed the first virtual assistant Cortana?
Pass.
What is the scientific term for the study of fungi?
Pass.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
Correct. In which year did India launch its Mars orbiter mission?
2017.
Sorry?
Pass.
What is the full form of DNA?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Correct. Which is the first artificial satellite launched into space?
Chandrayaan-1.
Sorry?
Chandrayaan-1.
Incorrect. The question is the first artificial satellite launched into space. Right? That was Sputnik 1 by Russia. And Chandrayaan is the first lunar module sent by India to moon. It's not even the first satellite. The first satellite launched by India was Aryabhat. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the rapid fire round. It went well, I think. The teams did what they could under pressure, and that's the whole point behind the rapid fire round. Going to the total scores directly. The last round was fairly low scoring, for only 5 points for each correct answer. So we'll move on straight away to the totals. This is the total of all the rounds put together. The 2 highest scoring teams will go through to tomorrow's final. So let's have a look at the final scores. Team A score is 180 points. Congratulations, good stuff, 180 points. Now let's see how much did Team B score. Team B, 155 total points. Team C is confident, and let's have a look. 225, good reason to be confident. And Team D is at 130 points. So, Team C and Team D, congratulations. You two go through to the next round. Let's make sure it is correct. Yes, indeed. Right, congratulations, team. You have made it through to the next round, so prepare yourself well. Nonetheless, congratulations, well done to all the teams. Bear in mind that we had 53 teams participating from all across the state, so the fact that you made it to the last 8 in itself is a very big achievement. That said, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the semi-finals of the first Battle of Minds. Tomorrow we have the finals, and the top 2 teams from this one and the previous semi-finals will be there. So please do join us for the finals tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause for all the participating teams in semi-final number 2? Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya, Yazali, Boum Kakir Mission School, Midpu, Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya, Nirjuli and Good Shepherd School, Team 2, Nahalagan. Ladies and gentlemen, they come here by beating 53 teams they've competed against in the preliminary rounds, and so we ought to give them a big round of applause. Being the first edition, we have some hiccups, but I think the teams played really well, and a big congratulations goes to all the top finalists. That would be Good Shepherd School, Nahalagan Team 1, Government Higher Secondary School, Seppa, VKV Yazali and VKV Nirjuli, competing in the first grand finale tomorrow at 26th of January 2025 here at the DK Convention Hall, competing to get the Battle of Brains first prize, which is 1 lakh rupees. And the first runner-up goes with 80,000, and the second runner-up goes out with 50,000 rupees. A big congratulations to all the finalists. Thank you so much for being part of it. Tomorrow we start our grand finale at 4 p.m. sharp. Learn it. Chief Secretary, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Shree Manish Kumar Gupta, IAS, will be joining us to be present at the event and to motivate all our young minds. So this is an event which has been presented to you by Department of Youth Affairs, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, and in support by Northeast Council, Government of India. So this is one of a kind event. I hope you guys had fun. Let's meet at the finales tomorrow. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow live at 4 p.m.